Hi everybody, welcome to All Games New and Old. I'm David Rodriguez, and today I'm going to be unboxing Folklore The Affliction. Now this is not the Kickstarter edition, this is the regular retail edition that you can find pretty much anywhere right now. I wasn't able to get it on the Kickstarter, which means I don't have the cool minis that might usually come with it, which is sort of a bummer. I'd probably like them, but if I'm being really honest with myself, I will never, ever catch up with all the minis that I want to paint. So it's kind of okay in a way that I have standees at the moment. Maybe if I find a way to get the minis at a reasonable price in the future, I will. I don't know if that's possible though. So it has 72 standees, that's quite a lot. It's 1 to 5 players, 60 to 90 minutes, ages 14 and up. So this is an adventure board game. I've heard a lot of people say that this is almost as close to playing Dungeons & Dragons without a DM that you can get. I've got a few games that I've heard similar claims for, so where this falls within that, I'm not certain. But it is a campaign. So I'm going to assume that you can kind of upgrade your character as you go, as is typical. And I think it's got sort of a dark fantasy feel. That's the impression that I get. So it says that it's a cooperative campaign requiring no game master, including solo play. 6 stories with multiple paths and endings, over 13 hours of replayable content. Customize your character with an archetype, focus, and branching paths. Unlock abilities, prayers, and rituals for defeating challenges both in and out of combat. Discover over 100 unique items, equipment, and ancient artifacts stated in your quest. Beautifully rendered double-sided terrain maps. 72 highly detailed standees and hundreds of gorgeous illustrations. Well, I'll be the judge of that, and so will you. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this thing open. So this is the second edition, I guess. I don't know what might have changed from one to the next, but regardless. Oh, here we go. I wasn't sure I was going to get that in there. Okay. There was a while back that I saw this on sale used at half-price books. I don't remember the price, but it was a decent price, and I almost got it, and I didn't because I wanted the version with the miniatures, and now here I am, version without the miniatures, having paid probably close to MSRP for it, but you know what, that's okay. I wasn't ready to make the plunge at the time, and then I was. That's just how it goes sometimes. So I'm gonna try, this sucker's hard to get off. Okay, we're getting there. Alright, we're in. So, Folklore The Affliction rulebook. Ooh, this feels thick. Let's take a look. Lots of pictures. This has got a lot of text to it. So, I'm curious how complicated this will be. And it may or may not be. There might be a lot of sort of specific instances that you have to look up. Oh wow, there's actually like full-on character sheets. I was not expecting that. I thought, you know, it'd probably have like things for each character and then like little things you keep track of as they go up. But this is like a full, like honest-to-God character sheets like you might find in an RPG. That's interesting. Counter skirmish records sheet. There's a lot of expansions for this, I feel. So, kind of thing that if you don't feel like you have enough content in this one box, there's lots of ways to expand it, it seems. So, I feel like I'm a long way from needing that, although if I really like the game when I play it, I probably will start collecting them just so that I have them in my hand. You never know when things will start being hard to find. So we have Folklore The Affliction, Story Journal 1, The Adventure Begins. I don't want to have any spoilers, I'm just going to kind of flip through. I imagine this is just all the campaign and stuff, so I'm not going to stop on anything because I don't want anything to get... Okay, so there's not a lot of pictures anyway. I thought maybe there'd be some stuff to look at. This is a cool picture on the back. This gal's ready to do some stabbing, so that's fun. Okay, so we're starting to get to the cardboard. There's going to be a lot of cardboard in this box. Wow, this, you wouldn't be able to tell looking, I don't think, but this is a really, like, smooth, almost has like a glossy feel. Well, I don't know if glossy is a feel, but, you know, if you felt it and you weren't looking, you'd probably say, I bet that's glossy. So, that's what I mean. I got angry mobs, abominations, Atherians, I don't know how you want to say that. Colossal dark oak, bat swarms. Bat swarms are pretty classic, I think. Those are cool. All kinds of cool tokens to keep track of all kinds of things. There's attack, there's some kind of eye thing, there's like a dripping skeletal hand. I'm not sure what all of it is, but I'm sure I will find out as I read the rules. Here's more of that. Some of these are characters. I don't know if they're good guys or bad guys. They don't look like they're super good guys, but then again, this is a dark fantasy, so you never know. So you have Valdellini, Galastig, and Orinthe. I'm not sure if I'm saying any of those right. So if you have heard it pronounced otherwise and I am wrong, that's just how it is, I guess. Oh, this unfolds. Far East Alchemist, Book of Dark Dimensions. Did these other ones all fold out too? Oh god, the other ones fold out too. Well, I still showed you both sides, it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, now let's take a look at this. So these are a bunch of standees he talked about. So I'm wondering if these are the character classes you play. It sounds like you have the Arcanist, the Archaeologist, the Avenging Madman, the Exorcist, the Telepath, and the Witch Hunter. And then the rest of them are kind of monsters. Dark Oaks, Decaying Dead, Gargoyles, Mad Druid, Moon Priest, Night Stalker, Rabid Wolf, Restless Spirit, Strega, Vampire, Werewolf. So there's a lot of, really kind of gothic horror elements to these things, which is cool. Alright, let's see what we have here. Now, these do not feel like they're going to be heavy cardboard. I feel like they're cardstock of some kind, so let's get in here, which is fine. Pretty print, but definitely, it's fluffy. At least it's not like thin floppy, it's reasonably sturdy for that thickness of stuff, I suppose. I imagine if they'd went full cardboard tiles, that would have added immense amounts of cost to this game. So I'm not too upset that they didn't, although cardboard is nice. I wonder if the Kickstarter one had that as an option at least, or maybe it came with it. I don't know. I haven't specifically seen, so I am just kind of hypothesizing that it seems like something that maybe could have been a stretch goal of some sort. Whether it was, I don't know. But these are very pretty. I like the art on here. Everything's done in grids, so I'm pretty sure there's grid movement. Not too surprising for a game like this. Some games use hexes, I suppose, but I didn't expect to be like measuring or something like you would for a miniatures game. That would have been a big surprise. Okay, so, let's take a look at this. I'm not sure what I'm saying. I'm guessing this might be some kind of like a health tracker, but I'm not sure. Let's see if I can get it out of here. Okay, bottom foe tracker, right foe tracker, beta tracker. Well, there's a power ghost point tracker. Well, I'm not totally sure how those work, but I'm sure they are for... I'm guessing they're for tracking health on enemies. I'm just not certain about that. Alright, these look like maybe they are specific stuff for the character classes that you can play as. Let's take a peek. Alright. I'm very struck by the art in this game. I really like it. Oh, okay, these are all... Wow. Okay, hold on. These are all cool little fold-outs. They have the Arcanist here. Has their starting abilities, location extras, lore tree. Not sure. One of the things I believe I saw in this game is that if you die, you can actually be a ghost for a little while. So these are me. I like these little folding character cards, sheet, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I think it's kind of interesting that you can become a ghost. I think it probably adds to that feeling of the dark fantasy that they seem to be going with, which I rather enjoy. Okay, we got a cool, this actually is a card, actually like a typical board game board. World map here. So these are all the places that I imagine you can explore. One thing I wonder is how open-ended this game is. Like, people compare it to Dungeons & Dragons in a box, but can I really choose to go anywhere, or is it limited based on the story? I assume it almost have to be limited based on the story, but I'm not certain. You got a whole world here. I think I remember there's like ways you can move across the map, and you can choose to go on the trail, which I believe takes longer, or you can choose to go off the trail, but is more dangerous, but it's faster, if I recall. I watched a video on it at some point, so I'm not totally sure I'm remembering everything correctly, but I think that's the case, which I like that kind of decision. Like, Do you want to play it safe? Are you in a rush? Are there things that are making you be in a rush in this game? I'm not sure. But I am excited to find that out. I think it sounds really intriguing. Let's take a look at what else we have. Okay, so there's a lot of dice. What else is this in here? Okay. Huh. Okay, oh, these are the little standy, plastic standy things. I couldn't tell what they were first. Okay, there's little cubes. They're sort of an off-white, appropriately enough, almost sort of a bone color, I would say, which I have to think might be on purpose. The dice are black and red, and then also that sort of bone color. There is one meeple-like thing in here. I'm not sure what it stands for, but there it is. So, that plays some kind of crazy part in the game, for sure. Or maybe a very mundane part of the game. I don't know. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, these, I'm guessing this is going to be mostly the monsters, although we'll see. Alright, let's see what we got here. I think this is probably going to be everything we saw in the standees, but who knows. Bat Swarm, Dark Oak, Decaying Dead, Flesh-Eating Ghoul, gross, Gargoyle, Highwaymen, I think these are a few more things. Angry Mob, Mad Druid, Moon Priest, Night Stalker, Rabid Wolf, Restless Spirit, Strega. Oh gosh, the word Strega is so familiar to me. I'm trying to remember, are they, is that vampire related? I'm not sure. I can't really make out teeth on this particular art, so. Undertaker. Not the Undertaker from wrestling, I don't think. He looks like he's seen better days if so. There's a vampire. Vicious Hound. He looks vicious. I'm a letter carrier, so let me tell you, I see my fair share of Vicious Hounds, and usually they're tiny dogs for some reason. Anyway, Watchman, Werewolf, Blood Priest, Bruja. So it's the same picture as the Strega, but different. I'm guessing the powers are different. Imp, Infested. A lot of reuse art for these things, and I'm not sure if there's a difference in their power or anything else. Nekratu, Poltergeist, Revenant, Skinwalker. Oh, heard about those. Tainted Sapling. You know, I was just thinking about this. These, you know, tree-based monsters. I don't know if they get the, oh gosh, the respect they deserve. I don't know if anyone really thinks of them as being that horrible, but can you imagine fighting like an angry tree? Like, what do you do? Are you going to stab it? Really? You're probably going to get your knife stuck in there. Do you happen to have an axe that you can spend forever chopping at it while it attacks you? Doubtful. I don't know. I think it's actually kind of frightening when you think about it. White Wolf. Okay, and here we got our character class again. Arcanist. Archaeologist. See, they show a picture of the mini there. As if to say, look at what you could have had if you'd have just backed this. Avenging Madman, Exorcist, Telepath, Witch Hunter, Book of Dark Dimensions, Colossal Dark Oak, great, Far East Alchemist, Gallistig, Arente. I'm guessing these are like maybe bad guy boss type people. I'm not sure. Athurian, I don't know how you say that. Abomination. Valdini, I don't know. Wraith. And then there's some other stuff. I'm reluctant to read too much of anything that's very text-based in a game like this because I don't want to spoil anything. And since I have not played this game, and I haven't read the rules yet, I'm not even entirely sure what a spoiler would be. Like, I don't know what things that you might see are common knowledge or what things are not. So you have road events and off-road events. I kind of talked about this with the travel when I was looking at the road map. You know, road events obviously is when you're on the road. Off-road is when you're not on the road. And I believe it's more dangerous when you're off the road because you're choosing to go faster. So you have items. There's definitely like a tarot theme here. I don't know if I want to go through all these because I'm afraid it's going to spoil something. You have abilities, you have weapon cards. Let me look under here, make sure there's nothing. Usually there's not. I think maybe I've had one or two games in my life that has something secret under here, but for some reason now I really have to check. But so, without having read the rules, this looks really cool. I like the sort of dark fantasy, almost horror-esque, kind of Ravenloft-like sort of settings. I like the typical high fantasy as well quite a bit, but it's really cool to have this kind of like spookier feeling thing. Sometimes I'm in this spooky mood, so perfect for that. I think this game looks great. I hope I can try it sometime soon. Big games like this, the problem is I like them and I want them all, and then I have so much trouble actually getting them to the table, much less getting them all to the table. So that's the tricky part. I'm sure some of you have probably had similar issues, but anyway, that is Folklore The Affliction. So if you found this video useful to you, if you could hit like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Also click the bell icon so you know the next time I put a video out. Beyond that, I look forward to seeing you all around the table again at All Games New and Old. Bye. If you enjoyed that video, you might also like this one.
Or this one.
If you like any of our videos, what you should do is click this little button to subscribe so you'll know about the next time we put out a video.
We'll see you around the table.
Bye.
Bye.